Welcome to my Chania Crete vlog. I'm going to be showing you what I did during my 4-day stay in Chania. We explored the town, visited world famous beaches, and enjoyed local cuisine. Welcome to my channel. Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Berez and we have just arrived here in Crete. And if you've been following along the channel, you know that I was in Milos, Santorini, and I went to a resort in Santorini. So if you want to check out those vlogs, I will leave them either here or down below in the description box so you can check up on what we did before we came to Crete. And this is our last stop for islands for our trip to Greece. So we are going to take it all in. We arrived last night, so I will tell you about our little journey here because we are in Chania and we came in through Heraklion, which is about 2 hours away from here. So we arrived yesterday from Santorini, took the ferry from Santorini to Heraklion, which is like the main capital of the island. And I always use Ferry Hopper to book my ferry tickets when traveling within Greece. It's basically like a Expedia or something for ferries specifically. It's cool because you can see all the ferries that leave that day to what islands you want to go to. So I find it really convenient to book ferries through Ferry Hopper versus like the individual ferry companies. And they have a cool app because you can actually like track where your ferry is that day. So we took the ferry. It was a big ferry. It was like a double-decker ferry. There was so many people getting on the ferry and you put your luggage underneath. It was kind of like a hot mess. Everyone was like trying to put their luggage everywhere and then you would find your seat. It was cool though because they had like an outdoor little deck. I took some photos from, videos from. We took the ferry, it was 2 hours, and then we arrived in the main town. And we're staying in Chania, which is 2 hours away from Heraklion. So originally I was going to take a bus. It's really inexpensive. However, after a 2-hour like ferry, I decided to do a private transfer just because I was unfamiliar with like the town and we were arriving like probably like 10 p.m. and didn't really want to walk around a new place with all our luggage because we carry a lot of stuff with us. So I just booked a private transfer to come here. So that was really convenient just because they dropped us off as close as they could get to where we're staying, and we arrived in Chania. We checked into like the cutest apartment. I'll share with you a little room tour, and our host recommended a restaurant called the Wheel of the Turk. It was so cute and it was literally like a 5-minute walk from here. We need all
condensation.
The condensation is real. It's hard to pour and film at the same time. Some marinated olives. We ordered feta with harissa oil, some hummus, and marinated olives. Food was delicious. Our bill was like 49 euros for, we ordered so much food and a liter of wine. So good, I highly recommend. Apparently it's like one of the most famous restaurants here. The walls were like lined with ivy. A really amazing first impression to Chania. And this does not feel like a typical Greek island. It has a lot of influence from a lot of different culture. At night after walking back home from dinner, there was like so many people out, hanging out, bars, hookah. So it is very lively and completely different from where we just came from, which was like a resort style. So we're really excited to explore. I'm gonna show you the apartment, and we are having a full exploring day of Chania. And then tomorrow we rented a car, so we're gonna do some beaches. Let me show you what this apartment looks like. It's super cute, also very affordable. I think it was around $100 US a night, give or take. The host is so nice. He left a tray of cookies that his wife made. Like, this is the little apartment. We're on the highest level, so we have a really cool view of like this alley. So we have a little living room, we have the kitchen, and it's like fully stocked. Oh, look, homemade cookies. They are delicious. I want to know what's in them because I need to know. And then some homemade halva. And they gave us some raki to drink. Even like how organized everything is, I just think it's so. Also, this is pretty epic for a apartment style stay to have like an espresso machine. Usually that's like not a thing. And then I'll show you the balcony. This is the balcony. As you can see, this reminds me of like Rome. It reminds me of Malta. It reminds me of like Cefalù a little bit. So it's giving me all of these vibes. And we just have the bedroom By the way, mattress, so comfortable. It really reminds me of the mattress that we have at home, which is a Nectar mattress. So it's nice. And then we have just the bathroom, which is very modern and everything. So that's our little apartment that we are staying at. I will also leave this link down below if you're looking for a place to stay. So we are right outside this square. Oh my gosh. So at night, this place is so busy. I don't know what it's, oh my goodness, poppin'. So this is where we had dinner. It's so pretty. We're now going to check out the old market. I believe they sell like local things inside. Oh my. Look at that big one.
Inside the market, you will find fresh food, prepared food, things that you can order, souvenirs, meats, cheeses, pretty much everything. It's a good place to get some cool souvenirs.
Oh my god, this is Al. This is right up Al's alley. All of these olives. Oh my goodness.
Then it was time to get some lunch.
So we stopped quickly for like breakfast/lunch. There are so many restaurants we can go to. There's so many. And we went to this like falafel restaurant. So they're known for falafel. Portions are huge and we are right across from this really cute flower shop. We're like looking at the mini olive tree. We want to buy one. And we did some walking around. It's very bustling, so different from where we were previously. And I'm loving the energy. And
the falafel is so good. It's
Ooh.
Very moist, it's not too dry.
Ooh.
And it has the perfect amount of seasoning. Like, this is really good.
I can't wait to dig in. I ordered a falafel sandwich, got a falafel platter, with sauces, harissa.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh my goodness, I'm in heaven. This is like my favorite cuisine. If I could eat this every day, falafel, I would. Bill with our 2 cappuccino was 14 euros. Okay, this sandwich is bigger than my head.
We're gonna go on a little tour for the Minoan.
Yes. So this morning I went online and it's the number 3 thing to do on TripAdvisor. It's the Minoan experience and it's child friendly. But basically it's like a 3D tour and you learn about the civilization and then you go to like a movie theater and it's like a ride. I'm like, oh, we should do it. So we're doing it.
Yeah.
And we are basically the 2 adults with like a group of like 10 children. So it's gonna be lit.
This is top.
Yeah. Ready for the tour?
Yeah. It's gonna be so fun.
So we just finished the little museum. It was fun. Definitely, I think, meant for like more younger children. It's fun. You get to learn a little bit about the Minoan culture. If you miss it, it's not a big deal. But
it's more for like kids and like,
yeah.
But it shows you like the history, like you said, and
Yeah.
it's super.
It's like a ride. There was like snow, water.
Yeah, you got
little
wet.
bursts. Yeah, it was like a 3D ride. My dress was like pretty soaked. But yeah, now we're walking around. We just walked through the bazaar. Al got some magnets and we are headed to Venetian Harbor now. We've made it to the Venetian Harbor. Oh my god, it's so cute. The water is so blue. It's so pretty.
It's like Venice. Like
Cute.
the
Look
water
at
is
this.
so clear.
Don't fall in.
It looks shallow.
So we have been walking around exploring Chania for probably the past like 2-3 hours, and we walked along the harbor. We have walked through these adorable like hidden alleyway streets. Everything is so cute, and it's giving me a lot of like Malta vibes, Rome vibes, and anything else that we've been saying? Cefalù, Italy. It's definitely medieval, definitely a lot of influence. So it is actually really different than your typical Greek island, in my opinion, and I think everyone would probably agree with that. We did walk around, we did check out a few cute places that we want to eat later. So we just walked in, made a reservation, and they're so chill here. We're like, can we pick like a really cute table for sunset and tell you what table they're gonna give you? And we got to pick, which would literally never happen in New York. If you could pick out your table for sunset, would that ever happen in New York?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. So we have a table tonight along the harbor for sunset, and then another night, tomorrow night, we have another table on a private little terrace balcony. Have been walking around for a while now, so we're probably gonna go sit down somewhere, have a drink, relax. It is so cute. I'm personally loving it. I can't wait to see what else we get up to.
Stopped to get some drinks and a light bite at one of the restaurants we walked by earlier. It had the really cool patio with an open sky. It looked like you're in the middle of a old fortress building, and it was a really cool, unique spot to check out.
We walked a lot.
Time for a little break.
Yeah. Whoa. So we have found like the cutest corner in one of these like alleyways in Chania, and we're the only ones here now. And it's like really cool because it looks like it's been like a medieval fort. And yeah, this is a really cool like hidden, I guess it's not really hidden because I bet it's really busy during dinner time, but it's like the coolest architecture that I've seen for a restaurant.
This is tavern leaves and zucchini flowers.
Oh.
They gave us these cute little desserts on the house, and I believe this is some Rocky.
Shot.
Okay, let's try this little drink. I think it's Rocky. Okay, I'm nervous. I'll just sit it. Should I be nervous?
Hey, oppa. It's strong. How was it?
It's actually really good, but wow.
This is the perfect portion. It's like a nice personal size for two people.
It's not licorice tasting though. It's not like Sambuca where it's
like a vodka.
kind of, but
Let's try this delicious dessert.
yeah, it looks like a
Wafer. If you've ever had like a vanilla wafer.
We came back to the room for just a bit, and now we're headed back out to the Venetian Harbor to get sunset cocktails at one of the bars that's right along the water. There's like probably how many, like at least like 30.
Yeah, like 30.
Maybe 25, 30 restaurants, bars, but we picked one that has a really cute sunset view. We have made it to the harbor, and the sun is just setting, getting livelier. At night it probably gets even more lively. And
Yeah.
so they have a little signature cocktail list named after movies and casually the Bible. And I'm actually gonna order the Garden of Eden. It's really good. But sunset view, it's quite bright right now, but the sun's gonna go down. It's gonna be this gorgeous color of pink. ordered the Garden of Eden. We got the dirty martini, extra dirty. And we are just taking in the amazing sunset. And we're just taking it all in.
For dinner, we headed to a street that's lined with so many bars, restaurants, and has a local vibe, and we picked out a restaurant called Thrumbi.
I know, it's so cool.
Is this the movie?
Outdoor spot called Thrumbi. Order some tzatziki and bread. €9. And we're at this like cute little, we also ordered some halloumi, this fried cheese. Chicken souvlaki. Oh my goodness, it smells, oh look at that steam. It smells amazing. These were like $2 each. Incredible.
Oh my god. Everything's like $2, $3, $11.
I know.
So affordable.
Good morning, everyone. Yesterday was our first time dabbling into this rocky, or we were also told it was called something else. I'm not sure the name, but it was intense. So we're taking it easy on the rocky this whole trip. I think we're done with the rocky. It was a little lot, but we are now actually going to get a rental car and start exploring the surrounding beaches in the area. And it's best to pre-book your rental car, especially if you don't know how to drive manual, which I don't. So we have gotten a rental car, and very easy process, especially if you book it in advance. Oh my god. It's also very touchscreeny. This is like way more advanced than our car in Milos.
Oh my god, yeah.
Not gonna lie, a little not nervous to drive in Chania, but it's not Milos, so it's definitely more of like a city. And we are headed to one of the beaches. We were gonna drive there, but they told us not to drive to Balos Beach, so I think we're going to drive to the ferry port and then just take the ferry over there and spend the day doing a little ferry boat excursion. So we're getting the direction. We have arrived to Kissamos Port, which is where we're going to get our ferry, another boat. So Al and I are on a ferry. We did not really plan this morning because our original plan was to drive to the beach, but then I don't want to get in any situation with our car rental, so we drove to the ferry port to get the ferry to the beach, and we came in perfect timing because the ferry is leaving right now. We got here like 10 minutes ago. It was €50 for 2 people. I think it's like a full day half tour, so we'll get back around 6 p.m, which we don't even know like where we're going or what stops we make, but I think it'll be fun. It's very, very busy. Like probably like hundreds of people on this ferry. It's like 3 levels.
Saturday, so
yes.
A lot of weekend beachgoers.
There are 2 ways you can get to Balos Beach. You can go by car or by ferry. Our car rental company told us not to drive because if anything happened to our car while we were on the way there, they wouldn't help us out. So to not break the rules, we decided to take the ferry. The ferry tour stops at 2 different beaches, Balos Beach and Gramvousa Island. It took 1 hour and 40 minutes to get to the first beach, and the water was so beautiful.
We have arrived. This is the dock. It's like rock dock, like really level. So it's salty bays. Yeah. It's kind of funny though.
We made our way to the beach and we walked through this very shallow like salt bay. There are 2 sides to the beach, the salt side where it's super shallow, maybe like 2 inches, and then the actual side where you can swim.
We have made it to Balos Beach, and it is actually really cool. When you walk into like this salt, like not even a foot deep salt. On the other side is like the most bluest water. It's so beautiful. It reminds us of like the Caribbean. And we have a sandwich from the deli that we went to earlier. We're going to eat it really quickly and then go in the water because it's just too blue not to go in it. And it is pretty busy because we came with the ferry, which had probably 100, 200 people on it. So it's not like an uncrowded place, but if you drive, you can get here early and then not deal with the crowds, but there's always that like risk of ruining your car or just whatever. End up driving here, you can see there's like a path. The parking lot is all the way up there, so you do have to make your way down and back up to the parking lot if you decide to do that.
After an hour and a half, we headed back to the boat to head to Gramvousa Island, which was like a 30-minute boat ride away. It was so beautiful. The water was crystal clear and turquoise blue.
Alright, so our boat tour is actually not over. We got on the boat for like 15 minutes and we stopped over at this gorgeous island. It is like the most blue water. It feels like the Caribbean, but the landscape is very rocky, and like upon looking at everything, I do have one note about the ferry that I feel like is something to keep in mind. So it's a big ferry. There's like hundreds of people coming on this tiny little piece of land. Like when we came, it was so peaceful, so gorgeous, but once everyone leaves the ship, it becomes kind of crowded. And then once you get into your relaxed state, you have to get on the boat because it's leaving. So I feel like that's a con of the boat. Otherwise you can't get here you can only get here by boat. As you can see, everyone is coming to the beach, so it'll be very crowded. There is also a Venetian castle all the way up there. You could do a hike. We're not. We're just gonna hang out on the beach until an hour and a half and have to go back on the boat. However, you do get your money's worth because you stop at 2 different beaches. So it is like a half-day boat excursion for 25 euros per person. But so far our host has been coming through with the restaurant recommendations. So I'm like, Alexander, what's tonight? What are we eating tonight? Also, we are still struggling from that Rocky. So if you have never tried it, it's like very strong. So we're taking it very easy today and hydrating with water. So we freshened up super fast and now we're headed off to dinner. The drive back from the port was like 30 minutes and people drive so fast here. I was going 100, I had a duck here, 100 kilometers, something like that. It was fast, super fast. And I can't believe we freshened up in like 5 minutes.
It was so quick.
Yeah,
but
so
I want that table.
Yeah, so let's head to dinner. This neighborhood is just so cute. Yeah.
Over there, please.
So beautiful. It's so cute.
Oh my god.
You have like the cutest little table. Extra special. And we cannot get over this view. It's like one of the coolest tables. As you can see, there's just one more like it at this restaurant. Very, very special. We did nothing but just ask for it. And then you can overlook the most famous way. Yesterday we had sunset cocktails right there. and they're all different, and they all line this whole like bay. So there's so many to choose from. And yeah, this one's cute though. This one's called Balos. We ordered this like trio of puff pastry, shrimp, and mushrooms and truffle oil.
Yeah.
That looks good. It's huge portions. Wow. We also ordered a tuna tartare, our favorite thing ever. All right. We also have some unique cocktails. Everything just came out, so such an amazing view. We ordered some specialty sushi rolls. This is a Tex-Mex one, so it has like Doritos and like
bacon,
everything, and that smells so good actually. Yeah. We just finished dinner and it was so good. I love this table, so cute. And we had sushi. We are so full, and we're gonna walk back to the room early. Our first time getting back to the room before 10 p.m. or it's almost 9, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be 9 o'clock.
Before 9. This is a big goal. We've been going to bed at like 11, 12, like coming home. So I'm really happy to get an early sleep for once on this trip. Busy. Cinnamon cookies. Or the beach again today. And we parked our car in this like free public parking lot because the parking here is a bit challenging because it's a very tiny street. So overnight was free in this lot, maybe like a 10-minute walk from our place, but we're gonna find probably closer parking. We have our to-go coffee. But we are headed to Elafonisi beach, which is like the most famous beach here in Crete. It takes about an hour and a half to get there. It's all the way on the south part of the island. And I believe it's the only like sand beach in Crete, which yesterday all the beaches were pretty rocky. Now, and we did get some little snacks at our favorite little deli. Well, it's actually a bakery, but they have fresh sandwiches, pies and stuff. And I got like a bacon wrap. I got this like bacon wrap thing. And we also got some sandwiches for later at the beach. Let's go. We have made it to the beach. We have made it to Elafonisi beach, and the drive did take a while, probably like an hour and 45 minutes. We were stuck behind this really slow van that was going really slow, but we made it here. And if you get here early, you can definitely get a chair. The chairs are 2 chairs and an umbrella for 10 euros. And there's like 0 wind, so we're gonna get very, very warm. It's super calm and beautiful. So they do have concessions and bathrooms, but like all the way where the parking lot is. So the bathrooms is 50 cents per use. And we did bring our own cooler with sandwiches and things. So they also do sell food.
What makes Elafonisi Beach unique is the landscape. This sandy pink beach is listed as one of the best beaches in the world.
Gonna do this gorgeous water. It's literally crystal clear. Clear.
You can go over there.
So we've been here for a few hours and we are about to head back. But if you are coming here, I recommend walking kind of as further out because it's more spacious. Even though it's a very popular beach, it didn't feel overcrowded at all because there's a lot of space to lay out in. On the way here, there was like tons of little villages that we passed by, and they sell like local olive oil, honey, and there's a really cool viewpoint that we passed by that overlooks like the mountain ranges, so maybe we'll check that out too. So we are going to head back, and it is quite a walk. Probably about a 5-minute walk back to the parking lot. Trying to find our car. I knew this was gonna happen because this parking lot is literally like just a cluster of cars, and every car here is white. So
Oh, now we remember the license plate.
yeah.
4409.
I remember I parked by a tree, but there are a few trees. You know what? I think we parked higher up.
That way?
This way. We finally found it. Whew. I'm right. It was a bit silvery. Wow. That was quite really funny. Got back to the room, relaxed for a bit from our drive, and thankfully our way back was way faster than our way there because we weren't stuck behind a really slow car. And you can like move in front of people, but on like the windy roads it's really hard to pass someone, so if you're stuck behind a slow driver, just beware. Speed limit here is 80 kilometers per hour. The signs on the street say 80. My car, I was going 100, which I wasn't even like speeding. People were speeding past me. And I looked on Google, and apparently 100 kilometers per hour is only 60 miles an hour. I don't believe that. I don't believe that because it felt like I was going so fast. But if I was going 60 miles an hour, I guess I really was not going fast at all. It's actually our last night in Chania. Tomorrow we're going to Athens airport, so we'll be at the airport tomorrow night. But last dinner, so we're gonna actually just walk around and find somewhere to go. We're literally in like the best location to find amazing food. There's so many different restaurants, literally within a 3-minute walk. So not even, there's restaurants around the corner, like a second away. So we're gonna just go and see what we find. I'm definitely craving some meats, like a gyro or something chickeny. Micro calari. So I'm loving how big this text is, so I can actually read it. We're gonna order some tzatziki, and I want like some chicken, yes. This little street, all many restaurants. We ate, 7 nights ago, we ate at one right there, Drumbi, and now we are
Friday.
right here. There we go. I did that in Milos.
Because they give you,
Yeah, it's so right there.
they give you 2.
Yeah, this is like the perfect amount. Cheers.
I wonder what's this?
Little baklava to go. They always give you cute little desserts on the house, and of course some of that, but I'm not touching that. No. Good morning, everyone. You know it's the last travel day when I don't wear any makeup. It is actually pretty early, and we are headed downstairs to get our COVID test to go back to Athens airport. Our host said there's a place literally across the street, across from our favorite little coffee shop. So if we can get a quick little rapid test and then of course finish off with some coffee to go. We have a lot of packing to do. Where's all the mess? Oh, here we go. At the restaurant, they recommended us to go to a winery, which is the winery that they used. And it was on my list of things to do. So we might check out a winery and maybe another beach. We'll see, but first things first, we gotta get our tests. So our little favorite little bakery with like $1 coffee. Yes. Back from our COVID test journey, it was actually very simple. We just walked into a regular pharmacy. I guess it's kind of like a Dwayne Reed in New York or Walgreens, but really organized. And we just asked for a test. It was 20 euros each. We were in and out in like 5 minutes, and we were both negative. So basically you go on a Greek government website and you enter your information, your passport number. Test results are like already uploaded to their government website, which I think is so like advanced. So we are all set for our flight to Athens. I don't have to worry about it anymore. And that will also help us for our flight back to the US. We won't have to get tested at Athens airport. I'm really excited about this because I always get nervous about doing like COVID tests and like reading all the rules. And when you're traveling from country to country, every country has their own rules. So you definitely have to like look them up before you travel. So, and also these may change when you visit Greece or if you're planning on coming. So definitely look it up when you are here what the current situation is. But heck up, we did stop and get like so many souvenirs, like bakery treats from the bakery around the corner. So affordable, and they're so nice. It's the same people every day. So we bought like so many cookies and cakes for family members, and yeah, I'll show you what we got. Ignore the mess. So we got a platter of cookies. I am obsessed with these like sesame cookies. These are cinnamon, and I believe these are the same ones that you get when you order coffee. Hand them out. Like, it is like cookies all day. Then we got a chocolate cake, more cookies and more cake. Yeah, we went in. Of course, we got some coffee, more coffee. Exploring around because we have a few hours, and we're gonna eat food at this little place right over here. All these gorgeous little corners. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my god. Hi. So I saw this dress last night. It's so cute, so I'm gonna go inside and try it out. Thank you. I got the dress. Super cute. So we're going to eat at this restaurant for lunch. It's called Ginger Concept, and it has Elsenio found it, I guess. Even though I walked by it and I was like, oh, that looks good. And they have more like healthy things, and we did our shopping at this boutique called Attitude. Elsenio got something for his mom. I got something for myself.
We have paper straws. Around 2:30.
We then drove 45 minutes to check out the wine tasting, and it was in this cute little courtyard. They have all kinds of wine tastings you could do. You could do cheese and wine, and it was a perfect way to end our trip in Chania.
And it's so cute. It's like a cute little like patio. I believe the premium wine tasting is 8 wines for €15. Yeah. Okay. We're going to get started, and this is our last little activity before we have to head back to the airport. First one is Muscat. So these pours are quite big. Cheers out. Wine tasting.
So nice.
So adorable. So cute. There's like dogs here and things.
Bio, also from bio grapes. We having, and we are very happy and very proud of this wine because it's a unique and a very interesting wine. You can have it with chicken and fish maybe.
Now we are trying a red, very delicious, and I highly recommend. Super chill. Definitely leave yourself time to do it. We have to run to the airport, so we had to like rush through it. But definitely a really relaxing evening in Chania. Good morning. You were sleeping all day. So I'm in a completely different setting than the wine tasting that we did a few hours ago because we actually flew back to Athens. We were in kind of a rush after the wine tasting just to get to the airport on time. And now we are staying overnight in the Athens airport hotel, the Sofitel. And it's actually a really modern room. It's like very nice. So our flight is tomorrow morning back to the US. So thank you. So thank you so much for watching this Crete vlog. And if you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't checked out my other Greece videos, I will leave them linked down below as always. And with that, I will see you guys with more videos in New York and more upcoming travels. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.